Today, I'm critiquing the most iconic property in Cape Town, and then giving it an Arvin score at the end of the video, so if you ever decide to build, design, remodel your own property, you won't make the same mistakes. I'm Arvin Haddad, I'm the How to Buy a Mansion guy. Let's watch this video together.
Hi there guys, welcome back to another truly magnificent episode here on Alia Homes. Today we're exploring a beautiful listing in Bishop's Court. We're nestled between Kirstenbosch Botanical Gardens and the Constantia Winelands just in front of me.
You're like, where's the ocean? I know, Cape Town, you're getting that. Look, this is kind of like the valley. It's on the other side of the 12 apostles, okay? It's very prestigious, big mega mansions, estates, but it's on the other side of the mountain, so you're not so close to the beach.
We're sitting on a 7,448 square meter lot. It's listed at 1 million rand, 6 bedrooms, 7 full bathrooms, space for 12 cars. I cannot wait to get started. But before we do, I'd like to thank the listing agent, Dune Cosats, for inviting us back out to Cape Town to get this on the market for you guys. All right, let's begin the tour. Right guys, I wanted to begin the tour out here on the driveway. We're midway up the drive. Down for me is a beautiful gravel path that leads to the full security hut, security house and gates.
Okay, Cape Town, security is an issue. It's gated, it's got a security spot, and you have a very long pebble driveway. Very prestigious, definitely necessary for this neighborhood for it to be the most iconic property in Cape Town. So far, so good.
You can see the beautiful architecture of the house. The architect is actually a world-renowned Chilean architect. His name is Luis F. Mira. Check him out. Beautiful designs, minimalistic, clean lines, and as you can see, beautiful facade. Love the retainer walls, the nice hedging, low hedging. We've got 2 pools outside the front of the house. They're saltwater pools. They're not for swimming in, but they're beautiful features. And this driveway does lead all the way down to the garage. The garage can have 5 cars in, and on the exterior part of the drive here, you can fit an additional 5 cars. But to be honest, it looks like you can fit way more than that.
It looks like if the Department of Power and Electricity had a baby with an Apple store. It doesn't look good. It looks like there's a generator inside. Okay, let's talk about the driveway. The approach is not direct on. Would have been better if it was, but it does kind of elegantly drop you off the center of the property, and then you can go to the garage area. I would be worried about that connectivity though, from the garage to the main house. If it's your primary residence, it will be kind of annoying. If it's raining, the weather is bad, you have to make this walk all the way through to the other side to get to the property, to your bedroom, and it's a really big house. So this could be really annoying. I would have really liked to see it. There was an option for the owners to park within the property or underneath or in the garage basement, that they would get a much quicker access to the property.
All right, guys, let's step over this hedge and walk down to the front door.
You know, like the plants up here with the, dead bushes on top makes it look like barbed wire. And then the retainer walls on this side are like wired in. It really looks like a prison. It really does.
All right, guys, I think it's time for the big reveal. Let's step on inside.
I know what you're thinking. What the hell is up with this color? It's like, does Barney live here? And the front door is so whack. It looks like a closet door. You have these vertical glass that look like really ugly, but at least just like giving grandeur, like giving this optical vertical illusion. And then you give me like a closet door for your front door, And then you were going all minimalistic, and then you shoved in both a planter and a lantern on this side because you didn't have room anywhere else on the pond. Come on, what are you doing? Is it a minimalistic or not? Why are you doubling down on the front door and then it has such a tiny front door? I'm not getting it.
Stepping on into this truly magnificent art piece of a home. It's magnificent in here. The stone continues again. The taupe paint that's been used matches the limestone and the landscape in the mountains. Stepping out to this very beautiful, tranquil lily pond with beautiful landscape in the back.
Yeah, is that like a trap for the prisoners not to escape? Now, you're south facing here. That's not good. You know why? Because we're in the southern hemisphere. You want to be north facing. That's where you're going to get the most amount of sunlight, direct sunlight, in the southern hemisphere. So this is not ideal, but the views are amazing and the depth of the yard is insane. This is a fantastic lot.
Limestone flooring flows onto this stucco flooring. Before we check out the garden, I want us to actually move back inside to check out this the formal lounge area and the sliding doors behind me, which open up and tuck right back into the wall, just giving you the perfect indoor-outdoor living experience.
Very small. And what's the obsession with this taupe color? At first, like I'm like trying to adjust my monitor color. Like, is this off? Very small room. Again, if this is the formal living space for how majestic this building looked from the outside, not necessarily beautiful, but it had that grandeur about it, right? Very, very small. And this taupe color is just overdone. Come on.
Moving this way, I want us to check out the first bedroom on this level. Come with me. This is really the guest suite. I love these rose features they have. Before we check out the passageway, I want us to actually step into the first room. So this is the first room. Down here is the walk-through closet, but let's step into the bathroom first.
What do you mean? We have to go through the bathroom first to get to the bedroom? What's going on here?
So throughout this house and in all the bathrooms, we're going to see a lovely copper finishes on the taps.
That was not real copper. That was copper plated, bro. That was copper plated.
You've got the water closet over there, and I love this bath. So check this out. It's also made from the limestone.
That's proper copper. Okay, you can tell because it's been oxidized. Okay, the other ones were copper plated.
All right, come through. Lovely clean lines. This is the first suite. This is the guest suite. So they have garden access.
Oh my God. It's all taupe. It's the same color. Every room is the same color.
This is one bedroom over here, and we've got another one downstairs, which they use as an office right now, which we'll see later in the tour. Again, with the doors that slide right out, and over here also, because let's say your guests wanted a little outside area, but more privacy, these doors close as well, so they can have this as a little conservatory, so to say.
Why would you want to have that? Wait a minute. Why would you want to have that little pocket? Can't somebody explain? Is this a South African thing? You guys like to hang out between two windows? You can't even sit down there. Like, that's the no man's land.
All right, guys, stepping out of the room, let's check out the garden. 25 meters, half an Olympic size. Just like it's so crystal clear, it's reflecting the landscape. I can see the mountains in it, I can see the sky. Another very cool feature about this home is no matter where you stand,
everything is taupe. Everything is taupe. The backyard is amazing. I love this backyard. Look at this. Like, you can set up goalposts and play soccer here. Really, really good backyard.
Again, it's an exact replica of the other side. We've got a fire barbecue over here. And there's actually another one on the other side, which I forgot to mention.
Is that for barbecue? Are you serious? You have this humongous mansion and you expect me to like make kebabs here? What is this, like this wooden sticks like the Japanese ones? What is this? What do you guys eat? Is this like miniature kebabs? What kind of a fireplace barbecue is this?
Stepping on inside, sliding doors again, which go all the way from the dining room down and tuck into the walls here. Obviously the paint job that they've done flows beautifully with the interiors.
What do you mean the paint job they've done floats beautifully with the interior? The whole thing is the same color. And this living room is tiny. Both if that was the formal living room and this is the family room, for this size caliber of estate on a 2-acre property with that private driveway, this is a tiny ass living room. You can find this in a 2-bedroom apartment anywhere in the world.
And it flows nicely into the kitchen, which we should have a look at. Beautiful Long Island. Again, the colors stay balanced. Check this out. You're going to love this. Walk-in fridge. Commercial grade walk-in fridge. So you can fit everything in it. This home does have 2 freezers, which we'll get to in a moment. Moving down the kitchen, look at this beautiful copper oven.
Wow. Again, this is like a $2 million home would have a kitchen this size. Where are the stools? What is this island for? You don't even have a place where like you can stick your knees in if you want to put a stool around here. Horrible design, horrible kitchen.
Talking about the floor to ceiling windows, magnificent. Moving this way, sliding doors, tucked in. Look at this space, beautiful dining room. Very long table, beautiful solid wood. I love this space.
Okay, the formal living room is massive. I love the fact that it opens up to the backyard and the gorgeous views. But this is by far the only room so far on the lower floor that is proportional to the state. The rest of the rooms were tiny. Again, I think the process of designing this house, they first decided that they wanted taupe color and copper. And then they were like, we want a massive facade. And they didn't think that the entire house, if you go with this really long house, it's going to be all hallways. It was all hallways. Literally, I could have given you all the spaces you've had in probably, 4,000 square feet. That's it. Like, that's usable land space you got here was 4,000 square feet. But it was way bigger than that. Way bigger than that on the lower floor. It was all hallways and foyer and hallways. Just complete waste of space. This is when you make the wrong decisions first, right? And then you try to work around it.
And look, check this bar behind me. Beautiful bar with the LED mirror backdrop, lovely marble top. And I love that these doors close, creating your seamless look if you wanted to do so from both sides. Now, here's an extension of the bar. This room's something unique about this room, which you ought to know. Firstly, you got a fridge and freezer here, ice machine. You've got the sink with the lovely copper finishes again. But this room is actually a cavity which goes all the way to the roof for a lift. So they don't have a lift installed in this house right now. But if you wanted to install one in the future, you can easily do so because the structure is already here for it.
Why not? Why didn't you put a lift? Again, I don't understand these arguments that if you wanted to have a lift in the future, why not today? You're building a mega mansion right now. Why wouldn't you put a lift?
Walking through the dining room, and we're back in the foyer.
Like, it's all like supposed to be minimalistic, and then they have this like Palladian style mirror, which is very Greek, like neoclassical style. What are you doing? And even this is colored taupe. Everything is colored taupe. Again, I'm surprised they didn't paint the grass taupe. They could have gone all out,
So let's just go through where we are. To my right, we have the guest suite, which we saw. To my left is the kitchen.
Yeah, we saw everything. Did you see that? We saw the whole lower floor. And did you see all those long hallways? Such a waste, just for the sake of having a majestic facade. And you didn't even land that right.
And I'm going to take us back this way towards the guest suite because there is a set of stairs which is going to take us downstairs. Come with me. Noticing the beautiful LED strips that they're using. It's a lovely warm color which works perfectly well with the darker tones of this house. Now, this is the most phenomenal entertainment area. We're going to start with this room, which you're going to love, all of you are going to love. The cinema room, how can you not love it? It's really big in here. You can have plenty of people, massive screen, soft carpets.
Pretty good movie theater. Again, looks like a great place for your cats to hang out with. Too much carpet, but it had the 2 tiers. It somewhat felt like a living arrangement. It didn't look so much like a AMC movie theater. So I like that about it, okay? Soundproofing seemed good. Again, not so bad.
So behind the cinema screen is another passageway. Now this leads to a room which we're going to explore later in the tour. But over here, it's a hollow wall. Why? Because behind here is actually space for a nightclub. Unfortunately right now it's just being used as storage, just as big an empty space because they realized they've got teenagers and they didn't want to distract them or encourage them the wrong way.
What do you mean? Behind this wall is a nightclub, but it's not there because we don't want to be bad parents? Are you serious? Let me guess. You didn't put the elevator because you didn't want the kids to press the buttons and run away? We didn't want to do it. You don't want to encourage bad behavior with the elevator. This is the lamest excuse I've ever heard. Either you're down or you're not. Are you a family who likes to have fun or not? It's like, we really wanted to, but we don't want to show our kids that we're down. Come on.
So now we're back here, and this is, of course, my favorite room of the home, the wine cellar.
Yeah, I really want to feel like I'm serving some time while I'm picking out my wine. And thanks for a different shade of purple. You really broke up the pattern there. You let my eye rest a little bit. Thank you.
You can fit hundreds of wines in here, and I love how it wraps around, and there is another walk-in fridge, but it's for wine, which we don't have access to right now.
Is that the brothel behind this wall? There is a brothel, but our kids are teenagers. So you go ahead. Okay, we've set it up for you. You can go have your brothel here. Not us, but we thought about it for you.
Now, moving this way, let's talk about this. You've got a professional poker table, soft furnishings. This is really nice.
It's not center. The light is not centered. Way too many seats. Oh God. You see, it's really expensive to be cheap. To me, all these like mega mansions, you've seen so many of them on my channel. The thought that a lot of people think they can do it themselves. And then they get into it. They've never built anything even close to the property they're planning to build. And then they dictate their own likes and elements to the property. And then they create a video and they expect everyone else to like it. And then they get upset if no one else likes it or buys it or pays the amount they want for it. And they scratch their head and they're like, I don't know, but we have the best home. No, you don't. You don't. You either didn't know what you were doing, or during the process, you were pulled from so many different directions because your architect told you to do one thing, your builder said something else, your interior designer, which I don't think you had one over here, your landscaper architect, everyone has pulled you in different directions trying to sell you whatever they want, and you couldn't make the decisions that were important for resale value. And that's what 90% of the people fall into. Either they have no taste, which they think they do, or they know kind of the platform on what to do, but they get pulled in so many different directions, and there's so many different decisions that they have to make, and time matters because if they don't, they're losing money and there's a stress involved to it. So they just, say, okay, let's just do that. But they don't understand the consequence of that decision, that how that would impact the resale value of the house and the likability for everyone else. That's why most of the people who've built mega mansions, at the end of the day, they walk through their house and they look at something and they're like, oh, I did made a mistake over there. I shouldn't have done that. So I know so many people like that. If you want 12 months of support, okay, someone who's seen it all from all around the world, has a palette, understands what to pay for, what not to pay for, brings the whole project together, make sure when you're making decisions, you have 100% certainty. I would love to be that guy to you. Fill out the application below. If we are a right fit, I would love to give you 12 months of support.
All right, guys, let's step through this door. Another really cool feature, which you're going to love. Flip of a button. This is a rainmaker. Quickly get through before it starts. Hopefully I can make it back. White cobbles. And you'll see in a moment, it's just so beautiful. It's the most Zen experience. And of course, it leads right into your Zen garden, Japanese Zen garden.
There's nothing Japanese about this. This could be like Turk and Caicos or Bahamas. There's nothing Japanese about this. Those are citrus trees, aren't they? What's so Japanese about this? Please help me, somebody.
All right, guys, let's head inside this room. So firstly, that's the back entrance to the cinema, which we saw just now. Foosball table, and I love how even the foosball table and everything in here has been color matched to the rest of the house.
Is this your game room? Are you serious? This massive freaking building. This is the game room? It's such an artificially grand scale with very disappointing room sizes. Except your dining room. You nailed that. But the rest is a nightmare.
Now, let's go down. It gets better, guys. It gets better. The limestone flooring continues down the stairs. Again, the taupe paint.
It didn't get better. It just became more taupe. And then what the hell is up with this squash court? You got the glass, like it's not even, doesn't even go all the way up. The ball is going to come out. And then you've got the trampoline. You got 2 acres. Bishop's Court. And this is your trampoline? You're worried about your kids going to a nightclub? Put a proper trampoline in ground, okay? Where they can get their energy out instead of going to nightclubs.
You've got a gym, ample in size, and a squash court.
What kind of a gym is this? You don't even have free weights. This is, oh my God, this is embarrassing. The allocation of spaces, the size. Oh my God.
All right, come on guys, let's go back upstairs and check out the spa. That is just so cool, I can't get over it. All right, come on guys, let's step on into the spa. Now, this space we're also going to cover quite slowly. It's very tranquil in here. I love the ambience and the amenities that this spa has to offer. Come with me this way. So, this is the first room we'll check out. Walk-in shower room, quite large, rain shower head above. You also have another faucet. It comes out like a water fountain.
A little moldy. They got the copper. Like they saw a magazine. Again, I'm telling you, I think that was the first. They first decided to match these 2 colors and then they decided to build a mansion.
And this room is the salon. So this is where you would have your hair done or your nails, your pedicures, your manicures. Really nice.
Not a single mirror. Like, that looks like the bathroom you just showed us.
Moving across this way. Beautiful steam room. Again, with the limestone throughout.
This looks like this. You just showed us 3 bathrooms, man. You can do your nails and hair in this bathroom. You can wash yourself over here, or you can do a sauna over here. Effectively, you showed us the same thing. Exactly the same thing.
And over here, this is really cool. So you got a cold water plunge, which is great. You know, I'd love to start using cold water plunge. If I had one, I'd use it.
I'm happy. Like, again, I'm really glad they get one. A lot of homes, they do a spa without a cold plunge. It's a must. You have to have it, okay? Figure out a spot. Doesn't matter if it's small like this. You don't need to have a big setup for a cold plunge. It's a 1 person at a time situation. Hole in the ground, fine, okay?
But this can also be turned into a jacuzzi. At a touch of a button, you can heat it up as well.
Can you imagine? 2 acres? Hey, guys, let's go to my jacuzzi. No, man. It's a horrible idea. You do not want to use this as a jacuzzi. Cold plunge.
But the spa doesn't end, right? So there's more. A beautiful bed setting over here, overlooking your beautiful garden. But before we go into the garden, I want to take us to the office, which is just down here. Stepping into your home office. This is actually the 6th room of the house. Behind this wall is a pull-out bed.
Oh my God, what a tiny office. Again, so disappointing. All this square footage, man. We've got a bunch of little tiny rooms with low ceilings over here too. Horrible. Dope.
Coming through, you're gonna love this bathroom. Built-in cupboards over here. And I love this marble. It's a beautiful full vanity, single vanity with a mirror backdrop. I love the lights. And this marble continues on the floor and the walls.
What's up with the fencing masks, man? Who was the interior designer here? This would have been cool in a library or something. By the way, this is like the nicest bathroom I've seen. Let's give the credit when it's due because they all look the same. All the bathroom were pretty much the same thing. I'm so grateful for this. So nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bathroom.
So let's step out the bathroom and the office and explore the garden. Another lily pond.
I like the lily ponds. I think that's actually a better contrast with the taupe. I'm sorry, I haven't been able to really be educational in this video because it's just ridiculous, the design. But I think this would have looked really good also on the front lawn, okay? If they were super committed to this taupe idea, I think you need some natural element to kind of make this whole minimalistic design look better and earthy. That like kind of a, you know, white plaster, simple plaster in the front. It just, first of all, contrasted horribly with the taupe color. Green does a way better job, okay?
And these trees here in the center, which we have quite a few of, are an indigenous paperbark acacia tree. Really lovely. They're called paper bark because the bark is very thin like paper.
It does kind of look like Versailles. I feel like the owner was like, make it look like Versailles, but not too complicated for my kids to get lost in the maze. Okay? It's like dollar store version of Versailles. Very Minecraft. They paid by square, you know? It's like 20 squares, I'm not paying you more. That's it. Okay, keep it simple. We've spent all our money on purple and copper.
I'm gonna head upstairs to the second floor so we can check out the other bedrooms and the master bedroom suite. I'll see you there. All right guys, we're back in the foyer and I think it's time we take the stairs to the next level. Beautiful staircase with the sandstone again, LED strips lighting the way. I love these glass railings going up, which continue on the balcony on this level all the way down. And of course, remember there's symmetry in this house, so the other staircase is an exact replica, just creating a beautiful ambience. All right guys, I think we should go check out the first bedroom. The lovely taupe paint throughout.
I never thought a panda could bring so much color to a room. I'm so desperate for other colors at this point that anything would do. Like black and white come across as a rainbow.
Coming into the bathroom, you've got mountain views. Right, single vanity, large mirror backdrop. Moving this way, you've got your walk-in shower, rain shower head above, the nice LED inlays around on the ceiling, and the copper finishes.
You know, I used to like copper. Not after this video. I'm gonna go back to my inner circle and just be like, guys, copper is out. We're not doing copper anymore. Stay away. Stay away from copper for a couple of years.
Follow me this way. I think we should check out this room first. So look at the height of these doors. Absolutely massive. Another beautiful room. This one has a private terrace with that gorgeous view again of Table Mountain. Really nice. And I think I've been saying limestone for a lot of the video. I just want to confirm with you guys, this is a sandstone. I may have said limestone, and I do apologize, but it's definitely sandstone.
Dude, what are you talking about? That's concrete floors. There is no stone. Are you talking about like on the wall? Like, is that a stone over there? Because the floors are concrete. What is it, like a ginormous slab? How did you put it inside the house? I don't get it. Maybe it's a sandstone finish on top of the concrete, bro? What are you talking about?
Beautiful built-in wardrobes behind, and again, the centerpiece is the bed, so you can wake up, enjoy the view, and all of that. Sliding doors that tuck right in, which is brilliant.
The views. I feel like I haven't said enough about how good this lot is, and the views are amazing. This is what happens though. When you mess up on the interior, exactly what's happening to me right now, where I should be focusing on the positives of the house, all I can think about is the horrible. And the owner will be like, if you don't like it, paint the color. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. That's not how the human brain works. The person who will do that will ask for a ridiculous discount because you want to sell the emotion. If you fail to sell the emotion in ultra luxury properties, then you're going to deal with the people who are going to grind you, nickel and dime you, okay? That's who you're going to buy. That's who you're going to deal with. That argument, you paint it. If you know you can't sell it this way, if you're not getting the price you want, then paint it the color, hire an interior designer, properly stage the property, and then ask for the price you want. Don't make that argument, oh, it's just paint. Well, then do it.
Do it. Do it.
All right, guys, let's step out of this room and check out the third bedroom. Very different layout in this room. We've got a copper furniture set. All right, guys, let's head out of this room and head to the other wing on this level. Come with me. Just look how grand your balcony is up here.
There is no balcony. This is a catwalk. This is all wasted square footage. You will never get any use out of it.
All right, so we're about to explore the master bedroom. Come with me. So this has two entrances, this room. We're coming in from this side, which leads us right into the walk-in closet. Again, with these lovely shutter features, which are great for privacy, letting natural light into the room. As you can see, it's a great space.
You should have set it up so you will have an island. You don't. You should have a seating arrangement here. You don't. You should have had a bench where you can sit down, put on your shoes. You don't. And all you've put is shutters when you have incredible setbacks with your neighbor. I think one of the best things about this property is how comfortably it sits on the lot, and you have natural light coming from everywhere. Like, this could be a place where you could hang out in your closet while you're getting ready. Like, chill, read a newspaper while you're waiting for your wife to get ready. Horrible. Or like, if you're a girl, have your girlfriends over while you're changing. They can sit down, relax. Right now, they're just got to stand up.
In the center is your water closet. So you've actually got a bidet, and there is a copper urinal as well to my left.
Let's finish strong. A copper urinal. Are you serious? Are you in the mining business? You have extra copper? And then, like, when you get, like, angry at your job, you just come and piss over the copper and be like, I hate copper. Prices are down. Future market is down. Come on, man.
And coming through, this is the most special part of the bathroom. So 2 fantastic features. Firstly, you've got his and her single vanities with the sandstone again. Private terrace with an outdoor shower. But let's just talk about this book matched marble backdrop. It's an onyx marble and it's slightly transparent. So there's LEDs at the back.
Literally, they've gone through millions of stone to find the onyx that has purple taupe in it. So it matches the house.
Stepping into the main part of the bedroom, just want to point out these doors do close fully if you wanted to close off the space from the bathroom. And stepping into the master bedroom. So, I mean, grand in size. It's fully air conditioned. All rooms are fully air conditioned. And just look at these windows that open all the way, lying back there. Wake up to that view. Extraordinary, absolutely beautiful. So again, sandstone and the colors of the wardrobes.
Again, you keep saying sandstone. Are you talking about this? Is this the sandstone over here?
Now this is the other entrance to the room, which you'll see back at the upstairs balcony. And I want to take us upstairs to the rooftop terrace. Come with me. LED strips again, so you can use it for nighttime. They do have lighting upstairs. I don't know if we spoke about it, but there is a surround sound system in the house and it connects into the garden. There's speakers in the bushes, so this house can really come alive. It's perfect for entertainment. And again, with this upstairs rooftop terrace, it's fully cladded. On the floor, it's decked. It's beautiful. You've got the indigenous plants around. Let's come this way. You can see it's like set up to be for like seating, so you can have sun lounges there, an umbrella, maybe table and chairs. You can probably set up a barbecue station either here or on the other side. Overall, this is an amazing rooftop deck.
It's not. It could have been an amazing rooftop deck, but it's not. If you want to have an amazing rooftop deck, first of all, you got to make sure the entrance to it is not from the front of your primary suite, okay? Your guests are not coming through your bedroom or right in front of your bedroom to go upstairs. So you need to have a proper entrance. Then you need to have a bathroom there, okay? Because otherwise people are going to keep going downstairs, upstairs because they need to pee because they're drinking. You need a proper seating arrangement. And most importantly, when you have an amazing backyard like that, you need a water feature like swimming, like at least a jacuzzi, okay? Not over the ground jacuzzi, built in, decked out. You got to check that video after this one. It's a really funny video. But you need a proper element that you need to give an excuse for this space to compete. And the views for the mountains were just as good in your beautiful backyard as it is here. Why the hell people would come up here? And guess what? It's exactly why you haven't furnished it over here, because you never come up here. What a shame. What a shame. This could have really been a special property. Now, let's give it an Arvin score. Location, Bishop's Court, I'm going to give it an 8. Okay, I'd much rather be on the other side of the 12 Apostles, but this area is also very, very prestigious. Lot quality, you got almost 2 acres. Beautiful. It's a 10. Lot utilization, you do have a private driveway. You do have a frontage. It's not center, but it doesn't bother me. The side setbacks were extremely generous. The backyard to die for, even immediate upon exiting, but also you had a lower, very simple Versailles garden in there. Beautiful. It's another 10. Privacy, 100% private. There is a property, 2 properties in the back, more classical architecture that look over your rooftop, but I don't think they can look inside, and you're so far away, I don't think they can hear you. I'm going to give it a 10. Lot orientation. you are south facing, but that's not a good thing in the southern hemisphere. You want to be north facing, but at the same time, because you're so well set back from all the other areas and because of the big iPhone windows they put on the facade, I think it's actually not going to have much of a light issue in this house. I'm still going to give it a 7. Architectural style. I think the front facade is butt ugly, a poor attempt at the minimalistic style. The back facade is like your typical modern, again, nothing exciting. I think you can fix this facade. I think one way you can take this facade, and you got to just completely change the identity of the structure, is taking it in more of like a hacienda, kind of a modern hacienda look. I think it's fixable, but you really got to get rid of a lot of these vertical lines going up if you want to go the hacienda style and kind of make it a contemporary minimalistic hacienda style. It could work. You obviously need to get rid of that taupe stupid color, okay? Views. I think this is as beautiful as a mountain view can get. It was really majestic. Even though you're on this side of 12 Apostles, I think it was just very beautiful. The greenery, the majestic feel, it was really, really cool. And for that reason, I'm going to give it an 8.5. Layout. You have the wow factor coming in. You've had the right amount of bedrooms in the right areas. Again, 4 bedrooms for a house this big on the upper floor is absolute minimum. But again, the issue of leaving your garage to go in and through the whole house to your primary bedroom was a nightmare. It would take you for days to get there. And I think that was one of the biggest flaws for actual livability of the property. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a 7. Scale and volume. I think they really screwed this part up. I think the size of the formal living room, size of your kitchen, size of your family room, where you spend 90% of the time were horrible. They had the wow factor, was very amazing. You know, even that front door was a little like a closet door, but it created a compression and then it had a release. But you got the most important part, this part that you spend the most amount of time in, wrong. And that is criminal in my book. That's why I'm giving it a 6. Finishes. I never have ever seen such a horrible execution of finishes and palette. I do want to give it a 0, but I'm not, because you would think I'm emotional if I give it a 0. So I'm going to give it a 1, because so you would know I really mean it. You have to completely redo the entire property, okay? In the complete interior needs to be redone, okay? It's really a 0, but I'm giving it a 1 so you know I'm not being emotional about it. Okay, here's the Arvin score. If you want to see a modern property done right, look at this. This is the most dicked out house, which is really funny. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the comments.